This is a NAS, and its whole job is to sit in your cupboard and act like it doesn't exist. So today I'm erasing its entire operating system and installing Linux just to see how well I can play video games on it. Yep, you heard that right. This NAS is now my new gaming PC. Oh boy. I can't be the only one who wants to find out how many frames per second a NAS can achieve. And I have 3 very specific games that I think will help us benchmark this bad boy. Though I'm not gonna lie, who knows what this thing's gonna do when we push it to its limits. Let's try not to cook this thing. Shout out to Zimmer for sponsoring this video. Okay, before we reformat and delete everything on this Zimmer cube, we should probably talk about the operating system that ships on this thing. It comes with Zimmer OS installed. You can literally plug this thing in, boot it up, install something like Plex or a Docker container. You can even install Minecraft servers. It goes even further too because you can actually do Windows virtualization on it. You can run VMs on this thing. There's even AI tagging systems that can run on the Zimmer cube. You can access Zimmer OS from anywhere. It has everything you need to log into it locally, but also log into it if you're overseas or away from home, which of course gives you access to all your files and everything you need again, which is sick. But for a lot of people, having a NAS like this in their house means having an epic media server, and this thing can transcode 4K all on its own, and Zimmer OS powers that whole experience. But as powerful as Zimmer OS is, it wasn't necessarily designed with gaming in mind. And so I'm going to just straight up install Linux on it. Linux gaming is in, let's go. And even though I'm gonna feel like a hacker doing it, technically Zimmer are cool with it, I guess. I hope, we'll find out. Now, after some very, very quick research, I'm going to try and install Bazite, that sounds right. Let's just say it gives you an experience close to that of SteamOS. Unfortunately, SteamOS is pretty much locked to AMD graphics cards at the moment, and we're going to be using the Zimmer Cube's built-in iGPU or its Intel chipset to emulate a graphics card, essentially. Download Bazite, here we go. We need to choose Intel Tiger Lake. I'm gonna go, I want a traditional desktop experience, and we're gonna download it. Let's go. Now, to get this onto my USB stick I have here, we're gonna use the Fedora Media Writer. It's a tool that helps you put Fedora onto a USB flash drive, and Fedora is essentially what Bazite's built on, so it is perfect. So we have Fedora Media Writer working, and we should almost have Bazite downloaded, slowly but surely. In the meantime, we'll get our Zimmer Cube all ready to go. We're gonna boot the Zimmer Cube into, I was about to say DOS, not MS-DOS. We're booting it into BIOS. And to do so, I'm using my, the classic, my Apple keyboard and mouse that kind of don't work, but they're all I've got. So as you can see, Zimmer OS is running at the moment. We'll do a restart in a second here, and essentially we'll wipe the whole thing and start again. Bazite is downloaded. Let's go. Select ISO file. What we need to do is power off the Zimmer Cube, power it on, then we hit F11. Zimmer logo should come up, and you can see, there it is. SanDisk Cruiser Switch. Yes, let's go, Bazite. Oh, okay. We're going to install it to our SSD that's in there, NVMe. I understand, and let's make it happen, Captain. Now, the Zimmer Cube may not be running an RTX 5090 inside, but it's rocking a pretty nice set of specs for a NAS. This is the standard Zimmer Cube 2, which is rocking a 6-core Intel 12th Gen processor with 8GB of RAM. We've got 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 2 2.5 gigabit network ports, which is sick. DisplayPort, HDMI, the usual stuff. Oh, I didn't know I didn't peel this off yet. I freaking love the design of this thing. It looks like it's straight out of the early 90s. Actually, it's not a perfect cube, probably for the same reason that Steve Jobs didn't make a perfect cube, because it would look kind of funny. But the design is very clean and sleek. I love that it's really easy to get into. And as far as storage goes, let's take a look. This front plate just magnetics off, which is sick. Aha. I've got 2 3TB drives in here right now. I'm gonna upgrade that to 6 all up, so I have plenty of storage. The model I have here comes with 256 gig of built-in memory already, but this last 7th slot has room for 4 NVMe SSDs as well. So I'm pumped to slowly build out this whole NAS system, and it's gonna be a game changer for me and my editing team. The Zimmer Cube 2 sits at about 30 decibels flat, so it's really not loud at all. And it runs about 30% cooler than the previous generation, which is great news because this thing is pretty much built to just stay on forever. For me to get this set up the way I want to set it up, I'm going to have to potentially drill a hole through the floor of my house, which if you're my landlord watching, that's the only way I can imagine getting some cables from our router to this office. It's probably going to be a video for another time. I think it's installed. Let's see. We're in, boys and girls. Ooh, this is nice. So Bazite actually has Steam installed already and Proton Plus, which is pretty cool. Pretty sure that is the emulation layer or the conversion layer for Windows games. Dude, I'm not a gamer. I got no idea, but we're going to find find out, oh, snap, I haven't logged into Steam in a long time. Now, I'm running this through a capture card to make sure that I'm not putting any pressure to capture on the Zimmer Cube, but my capture card caps out at 1080p. So it's not looking as good as it should. Oh, okay. This looks like kind of like a settings page. System settings. Let's have a look. Why? Oh, we're not even running in 1080. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. So let's open up Steam. Oh, it's good to be back, baby. I haven't opened up Steam in a long time. I don't think I've opened up Steam since I tried to run Minecraft and game on my car's infotainment system. So let's download some games. The first game I want to play to put the Zimmer Cube to the test is my favorite game of all time. I have floated the idea of doing a Let's Play of Portal 2 on my second channel, so if that's something you're into, comment down below. I don't know, I just want to live out my dream of being a Let's Play YouTuber, like from 2012. Have I said before that I freaking love this game? Whoa, okay, everything's pumping. Shoot, I mean, if it thinks it can pull it off, why not? I mean, so far so good, like it's loading. 77 frames, 97 frames per second. Dude, oh, snappy. Don't mind if I freaking do. Here we go. Oh, I just realized the problem I have. This mouse has no right click because it's a giant button. Oh, that's so stupid. The only other mouse I have in this box is another one of these mice. But look, Portal's an older game anyway. We know that it works. 120 frames is sick. It must be V-syncing. It must be, which makes me think it could go higher. But there's a better game to test that on. Now, this version of the Zimmer Cube 2 doesn't have a dedicated GPU, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have a GPU at all. For most tasks, iGPUs are totally fine, but for graphic demanding work, they can struggle because they're essentially sharing their RAM and their power resources with the rest of the CPU and chipset. Now, it is possible to install a dedicated GPU into the Zimmer Cube, and the Zimmer Cube 2 Creator Pack version even comes with an RTX Pro 2000. But let's see how well this iGPU can run Cyberpunk. 128 frames? Easy. Dude, I mean, it's loading. I'll friggin' take it. See if it can load up from where I played last. Oh, here we go. Hey, this looks pretty good though. 9 frames per second. Gosh, what a nice looking game. Let's have a look and see if we can escape. That's what we want. Let's try and shade. Oh man, everything's on low. Okay, is there super low? Depth of field's probably killing us. Lens flares are killing us. Vignette is probably fine. I'm just turning everything down right now just to see what we can get. Hit apply. Ooh, it crashed. Low on memory. Dang it, dude. Let's try this again. Let's just run a benchmark. I think I might have crashed it again. Oh no, our whole thing's frozen too. This poor little Zimmer Cube getting pushed to its limits. If I can get close to 25 frames, I'll count this one as a win. All right, we're back. Less frames? That can't be right. 6 frames, but everything is off. Oh, there it is. 9 frames is as good as we're gonna get, squad. Still looks really good. But there is a game that I know we can get a few more frames from. Let's try Minecraft. Can it run with shaders turned on? Let's take a squiz. So we're gonna use Prism Launcher. Built into Prism Launcher is a bunch of different mods, a bunch of different asset packs essentially that should allow us to choose the most optimized version of Minecraft for Linux and for the Zimmer Cube. But I'm yet to see what it's like. You know what? Let's full send. Let's do the latest version with fabulously optimized. Hello Minecraft, it's good to see you. Oh, okay. It's running at 120 frames right now. Dude, are you serious? That's not too bad. I'm kind of blown away right now. This is very, very solid. I haven't changed any settings yet. We haven't done anything other than use fabulously optimized, which is obviously pretty solid as it is. You could stream this. That's actually crazy. So let's turn off VSync and let's crank to unlimited for the frame rate. What the crap, dude? That's insane. I mean, that's a testament to the Zimmer Cube and Intel hardware inside, but what the crap, dude? 270 frames with 8 chunks loading in? That's outrageous. I actually did not expect that. That's actually nuts. This is just as good an experience as on my MacBook, my M1 Mac Pro. This is a NAS, bro. Now, before we go and try shaders, what I want to do is find out what we can get out of it with all of our settings turned down. What? Dude, 384 frames. I know frames don't mean anything, but it's still sick. It's like revs in a car. And as you can tell, I'm not much of a car guy, so this is my version of revs in a car, baby. That's what you want, right? You want maximum revs? That's That guy wants maximum revs. Come on, let's go get some shaders. Oh, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to see how these go because it is in fact fabulously optimized. Let's start with potato shaders. It's a classic. It's one of my favorites, honestly. All right, hello, hello, hello. Let's see what we're running at. Wow, it brought it all the way down to 34 frames per second. Absolutely tanked it. It looks good though, it looks good. Let's up the ante because we're here. Let's go to Makeup Ultra Fast. I've never used this one before. Oh, this is nice. It feels pretty decent. Same, 30 frames. Dang, man. It's capping out the old integrated graphics card. We're going big, we're going complementary shaders. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, I might have cooked it. Too much, too much? Oh, no, it loaded. Whoa, okay. Gosh, it looks good. Where we at? 14 frames, so we've halved. Yeah, we're reaching unplayable at this point, but I won't stop. BSL's a big one. Whoa, 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 that's snappy. Whoa, we're back to 22 frames. Maybe it's not as big as I thought it was, with the water effects and all. And last one, because we're here, and why the heck not? Solus shader. Oh no. What have I done? I honestly can't believe how well the GPU in this thing runs, which means it's gonna have no issues as my NAS server and as my file server for my production team. If you're looking for a NAS that is just good to go, has great software like Zimmer OS, I'm a big fan of Zimmer OS, then make sure you check out the Zimmer Cube Pro. There's also a big dog, top dog version of the Zimmer Cube that has a dedicated GPU and can be used for AI stuff, which is just insane. So maybe you're trying to save money on cloud subscriptions or you just want to grab a new NAS. Check out the Zimmer Cube 2 using the link in my description. Thank you so much to Zimmer for letting me run wild on this video. And if you want to watch some more legendary tech, check out this video here.